but in this case, I actually did. So just a little bit. On days where I work from home, I don't usually do too much makeup. I usually keep it chill, keep it very simple. I like to do my eyebrows because my eyebrows make me feel like I'm instantly more put together. But aside from that, just proper skincare routine in the morning, a little bit of tinted, serum, moisturizer, and then we're good to go. For a tinted moisturizer, I typically use this one from Ilia. It has SPF in it. Time to get dressed. Of course, we can't start the day without a little bit of perfume. The scent of the day is Afternoon Delight by Replica. This just smells like a warm vanilla. It's very nice, very fragrant, will last you all day. So I've been filming this vlog and I'm realizing that most of you all probably don't know who I am. So I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself now. So my name is Fael. I am an art director based out of Montreal. I have been creating content on YouTube on and off for the last couple of years. And I would say that in 2025, I made a decision that I want to show up for myself and be bold. And part of that is that I wanted to restart this YouTube journey and start sharing in a way that felt like more authentic and in a way that was like more vulnerable as well. I think for the longest time, people have been calling me a content creator, but I would never really own it. And so this is kind of like the journey of me owning that and like documenting my life for me to be able to look back and see the progress that I'm making, but then also just to share, relate to you guys my experiences, whether that be in regards to entrepreneurship, whether it be cooking, beauty, fashion, all these different things. Like if any of it can be beneficial to you guys at all, like that would be wonderful. I'm also a Christian. I love Jesus. So my faith is like core to who I am. And so that's definitely something that I'll be talking about as well. So if any of the things that I said resonate with you, if you too are someone that's trying to get out of their shell, be more present and like, you know, show up for yourself in a way that like future you would be proud of, and I would invite you to join me on this journey. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. Not I think, I know we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna be cooking on here. We're gonna be talking life, productivity, you name it. We're gonna be talking about it. I'm going to be honest and I'm gonna try to show up on this platform at least once a week and share with you guys what's going on. So if any of that is interesting to you all, then please go ahead and consider subscribing to this channel. I would love to have you on this journey, and I thank you already for watching this much of the vlog. And I can't wait for us to get to know each other. So today is Monday, so that's the day that I typically do my admin work. I like to answer emails and try to do as much preparation as I can for the week. I have one meeting today, so not too busy of a day. And I also recently purchased some picture frames, which I'm going to be hanging up today. I'm very excited about it. I find that if you want to bring new life into your space, the easiest way that you can do that is through art. And so with that said, I'm gonna get back to work and I'll catch you guys in the next clip. So as you can see, I have a ton of picture frames that I need to hang up. I don't know if I'm gonna get to all of it today, but I'm gonna try to do most of it. The biggest area that I want to tackle is my living room. Typically, I have a gallery wall right above my couch, and so I want to rearrange the pictures that I put there. I also recently got this really beautiful painting from the thrift store that I want to highlight, and I'm not sure if I want to put this in the living room. I gotta show it to y'all first. It's very large, clearly, but wow. When I saw this, I couldn't leave it where it was at. I just thought it was so beautiful. I love how expressive the brush strokes are. I love the peonies. Peonies are some of my favorite flowers, and I love the frame that it came in. Honestly, very, very beautiful. I don't typically buy the art in the thrift store. Typically, I'm purchasing the art for the frame, but in this case, I actually wanted to keep both, so I was very happy with this find. But the thing is that now I gotta figure out where I want to put this, because it's quite large, as you can see, like very heavy. It's gonna be a focal point wherever it gets placed, so I have to be strategic about where I want to put it. I'm thinking it's going to be in the living room, and I'm gonna opt to make the living room gallery wall a little bit more like vintage, because in the past, like, my frames are typically like more like modern and like sleek, so like just straight cut, like not too ornamental. So I figured that I'm gonna try to do like a little bit of a mix. I purchased some other frames from the thrift store as well to try to like blend the styles. We're gonna see how that ends up looking. Hopefully I get something good out of it, but first I do have to fix up a couple of these frames, because some of them unfortunately fell, so I had to glue them back together. So I'm just gonna sand the corners first, and then once I'm done doing that, I'm going to proceed with hanging them up on the wall. Okay, so this is what I'm currently working with. I'm thinking that I'm gonna put these frames right above my couch. The gallery wall is up. It's looking beautiful, thanks to my brother who put all of these beautiful picture frames up for me. And I absolutely love it. Iced latte. I've never made this before, and honestly, I think the recipe that I saw online was probably like created with AI, but when I read it, it sounded so yummy. I was like, you know what? I have everything I need to make this, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it. And I am gonna be filming this, so you're not gonna see that part, but might as well try it. Whew. Okay, let's give this a taste test. Oh, it is good. See, I had a feeling this is gonna be good, and it's good. It's not too sweet. It's nice. It's like light. It's fruity. It's not overwhelming. I really like this. I really, really like this. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy this worked out, because I was not sure, but I had a feeling this was gonna be good. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Very light, a nice little morning beverage. I'm definitely gonna make this again because I still have a bunch of cherry syrup. So definitely gonna be making this again. So I am currently reading the book of Exodus, and I'm at the part where the Israelites are on their way out of Egypt. And this story is like so crazy for so many different reasons. I'm at the part where they go see the Egyptians and they ask them for jewelry and they ask them for clothing. And God gives them favor with the Egyptians, and the Egyptians just hand over their stuff. And I just think this is so wild because these people are their enemies. These people are their oppressors. And the Lord allowed for them to have favor with them so that they would be willing to give their jewelry and their clothing. So not only did he deliver them from the oppression of the Egyptians, but he also gave them wealth. And I just thought that it's so wild that we serve a God that is not only like able to to deliver you, but also allow for you to have favor with people who are supposed to be your enemies, like people who are actually harassing you, actually oppressing you. It's so crazy to think. That's why I love the Bible. I love reading Old Testament stories and seeing like the wonders that God has done. I love the New Testament as well. But the Old Testament, some of these stories, crazy, crazy. I wanted to talk about vision boards today, or I guess I'm going to call it more like a prayer board because people have gone and done all kinds of stuff with these vision boards, and I feel like nowadays it's more about manifestation and making your own destiny and like creating your own perfect life. And I want to submit my plans to the Lord, but the scripture that often people root their prayer boards in is Habakkuk 2:22, which says, "Write the vision, make it plain on tablets, so he may run who reads it." The new year just started. I really wanted to take some time and make a prayer board and just submit my plans to the Lord. So obviously there are things that like I'm hoping and desiring the Lord to do in my life this year, and things that I do think I can work and apply myself to help make a reality. But it doesn't matter how much effort you put into things. If it's not in God's plan for you, then you can build all the plans that you want. If it's not the Lord's plan, if it's not His will for your life, then it's wasted time. So I want to make sure that my plans align with God's. I've been spending some time in prayer and seeking the Lord on what He would want me to add to my prayer list. I finally feel confident enough to start putting together my prayer board. I usually do this in Photoshop. I basically make a mood board on my Photoshop the same way that I would do for any other work project. But this one is specifically related to things that I'm praying about, things that I'm hoping for. And I'm really excited about making this one for 2025. Like a lot of things that I didn't really like dare to like hope for last year, I'm putting on my board this year, so I'm very, very excited about that. I split it up in a couple of categories. So I split it up in terms of like my faith, where I want to go in terms of like my relationship with God, personal relationships with like friends, family, romantic relationships, career. So there's like a career category where I put my goals for where I want to go in terms of work and opportunities that I would like to see happen. And then also I put a category for my finances and material things that I would like to have in 2025. I'm really excited about this year's prayer board. There's like some good stuff on there. And I know that God is faithful to answer. And honestly, I'm like very expectant, but I'm also very much open to what He wants to do. I'm not going to be sharing all of my goals with y'all because some of it is a little personal. But one of the goals that I do want to share with y'all is that I want to be more vulnerable on social media and I want to show up consistently. So hopefully you guys keep me accountable, help me stay true to my word so that I show up week after week, consistently dropping videos on YouTube and all the other platforms as well, because that is definitely something that I really want for 2025. I feel like I often start things and I don't always finish them because I get discouraged or because of fear. And this is the year where I'm not letting fear get a hold of me. I am breaking free from that and I'm showing up regardless, consistently, despite the result. I'm just gonna keep going. So if that's something that you're also working through, like, let me know, like, drop it in the comments. I'm gonna pray for you. Hopefully you pray for me too. And we can go on this journey together. We don't have to do it alone. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog. Thank you so much for watching the very first episode of 2025. Hopefully you'll stick around for this journey. We're gonna be sharing all kinds of fun things, content creation, entrepreneurship, cooking, you know, life in general, my faith, all the things. If that's something that's interesting to you, I hope you would consider subscribing. I would love to have you guys along for this journey. I think we're gonna have a good time on this vlog. So thank you so much for watching episode 1. I will see you all in the very next video.